We're Jacob and Jenny, and we have arrived in San Juan, Puerto Rico. We're only here for a short amount of time, so we are going to try to eat and see as much as we can. So our cruise got rerouted a little bit, and we are now only here during the evening time, which means a lot of the places we had originally planned on going are closed, or likely to be closed. So we are doing an audio guide that'll take us around the city, but we're not sure if we'll be able to stop in any place, but we'll see what we'll be able to do.
So our first stop on our walking tour is Castillo San Cristobal. It was a Spanish fort that's one of the largest Spanish forts built in any of the Spanish territories, and it was built here to protect the city from any attacks coming in from the rest of the island to attack Old San Juan. It would protect from that direction. I think our tour is going to go through the town, and we'll finish with the fort on the other side that's meant to protect the city from ocean attacks.
So we are now at Plaza de Armas, which is the kind of the center of Old San Juan. So here there is the city hall. The plaza is just kind of like a great meeting ground for people, but was originally used for the military, which is where it got its name. So it's a great place to kind of stop. There's a fountain in the plaza that has old statues around it that are supposed to represent the four seasons, so you'll see that while you're here. There's plenty of space to sit and relax. It's a great place to just enjoy being in Old San Juan.
I just love all the buildings here. The colors are so cool, and there's so much history, and just it's like walking through a time capsule. This is actually our second time in San Juan. We came 7 years ago now, and I just love every minute of it. It's such a wonderful place to walk around.
We're now at Capilla del Christo, which is one of the oldest buildings here in Old San Juan, and the chapel here that goes to the end of the road. So the story behind it is that there was a horse race that went down this road to the end of it, and one of the racers fell off the cliff, and so they wanted a way to prevent that from happening, and so they built the church. It's been renovated, but it's still kind of in a little bit of disrepair, but it is extremely old, so that's not terribly surprising. It is closed for the most part to the community now, except for Tuesdays, which happens to be the day that we are here, but I think because we're here so late in the day, it's already closed. So it is incredibly hot here, even though we're here in the evening, and we had to stop for a popsicle. Popsicles here come in all sorts of different flavors. We decided on mango strawberry, and I am so enjoying this on this incredibly warm day here. So we are at Paseo de la Princesa. It has some really gorgeous trees. There are tons of kiosks with different foods. We grabbed some candy. We're gonna take it with us though, so we're not gonna eat it now. But we're headed now to the area that it looks like it's gonna be the ocean. So hopefully we'll get to see some nice sights down there.
So after we walked along the beautiful tree-lined street, we got to the ocean, and right around the corner found the city walls. And so we've just been walking along the city walls now, just massive, massive, impenetrable walls. And we have now come to this red gate, which is the main gate of the city. It's really used for the important visitors. If the king and queen were visiting from Spain, they'd come through here. So it's a pretty impressive gate, and I think we're gonna head back into the city now.
I think we're gonna go up. So we're now here at the barracks. We've walked quite a way through the city, and we are at this massive, massive structure that has been here for a very long time. It was originally built by the Spanish to be like military center and home to a lot of the Spanish people here. Now it is used as a dance school, museum, I think an art school as well, and Spanish language school. And it is just a nice place to stop and just take in this huge building that really shows off the architecture in this city.
Ooh, so we made it to the last stop on our walking tour, and I think we saved the best for last. We made it to the mighty El Morro fortress that's been protecting the city of San Juan. There's been several battles fought here, and it won all of those until it lost to the US in the Spanish-American War, and that is now why Puerto Rico is a US territory. But the castle here is very, very impressive. Unfortunately, it is closed right now, so we can't go in and tour. We have toured it before last time we were here, and I definitely recommend going in if you can. It's quite a sight to see, and the history here is just amazing. But I think we've built up a bit of an appetite going through our walk through the entire old town of San Juan, and we are going to try to find some local food.
So leading up to El Morro is this huge open green space that's kind of just like nice to use as, I guess it's just a park area here. It is incredibly windy. I don't know what happens with the water and the land that makes it so windy, but it's just so windy, which makes it perfect for kites. So there's always a ton of people flying kites out here. The last time we were here, we saw a bunch of people flying kites. Today there's several people. So if you ever want to come have a place where you can come fly a kite, this is one of the best places I can think of to come fly a kite. There's a kite. There's another kite. So we were so hungry, so we decided to come to Devadura, which has a sampler platter of some of the best and most iconic foods in Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is known for their roasted pork, and so we got a heaping mound of that. We got the Puerto Rican sampler, which is rice, plantains, tostones. We got two different kinds of sausages, croquettes. Oh man, this looks amazing. I'm actually hungry, believe it or not, after being on a cruise for so long. I think we're just gonna dive in because this looks amazing. Get a little bit of some things. Some pork. Oh, you didn't see that. All right. We go for some pork. Oh man, that is so good. They added seasoning to it too. It makes it just that much better, but this is some good roast pork. Just so tender and juicy, and a little bit fatty, but in the best way possible. I'm guessing with some rice. Yeah, with some rice is great. And blood sausage. When I've had blood sausage before, I really liked it, so we'll see. That's solid. I think I need a drink of beer though to wash this all down.
One of the staple foods here in Puerto Rico is plantains. They do it in so many different ways. We, on our sampler platter got tostones, which is like a flattened, fried piece of plantain. And we got sweet plantains, which is very sweet, like you would expect. It's almost like a dessert, it's so sweet. You can also find it, we didn't get it in this, but mofongo is one of my favorite dishes. It's like a mashed plantain. I'm not sure if I'm explaining that right, but it is so good. But I don't think we have enough time for that, but I'm gonna go enjoy this. Oh, it's so nice and salty, savory. Has a bit of a crunch on the outside, but then like a dense, nice flavor on the inside. It's almost like if you had a thick potato like squished like this, but a little more flavor than a potato. Sweet plantain. Like I said, this can probably be a dessert. Ooh, mine got a little bit of rice stuck to it. Oh man. Just so sweet. It's kind of fried up in like, I don't know, enough to just get the sugars kind of caramelized on the outside. And oh, it's so nice. It's soft and just kind of almost melts in your mouth. So good.
I feel like I'm scarfing this down. It's so good. Everything we bite into is like, ooh, this is good. Ooh, this is good. So, been really enjoying this. We did a good job, I think, of cleaning off this platter that is in the shape of Puerto Rico. That was a nice surprise once you finish eating all the food.
The weather here is so much better at night. I'm not sweating, believe it or not. So much nicer. And it also has some it's like lit up nicely. And yeah, they said in the audio guide that we got that it was nice at night, and I agree. I think it is a nice place to come at night. So we're now at Berachina to get the original pina colada. The pina colada was first created here, right at this location. So we're gonna go have one of these, what is supposed to be delicious pina coladas. So we got these amazing looking pina coladas here, and we added Bacardi with this since Bacardi is a liquor that is made in Puerto Rico. So I'm just gonna go for this because I can't wait any longer. Don't know if we needed to add the Bacardi. They might have made it and then added it in. It tastes pretty strong, but it is definitely that pina colada flavor that you know and love. We had a great afternoon, evening in San Juan.
Yeah, it was so nice to come back and kind of take a trip down memory lane of some of our best hits that we've seen in the past, and we tried some new things. New restaurant. Oh, good.
That was so good.
Pork. I'm gonna remember that pork for a long time.
So a few more days on the getaway, so make sure you watch those videos coming up.
Yep. See you next time.
Bye.